What's up, class? Evans here. Time to continue using the sweep tool. We're going to make a roof gutter. I don't know if you've noticed them before, but on the sides of buildings and houses, sometimes people put little gutters on the edge of their roofs to catch the rainwater and take it down to a downspout pipe that lets it flow into the grass without falling everywhere and being as destructive. So it kind of pushes the water out to a few points off the roof. But because the roof sits out like the roof comes down and then there's the wall, there's this little area called the soffit. There's usually a little part that angles back and then goes straight down the roof. So I'm making the part that kind of angles back from the edge of the roof under the soffit. So it's going to take two sketches. If you remember before, we have a path sketch, which we're going to draw first, and then we have a profile sketch. Now, I drew the profile sketch way bigger than it is, or more so, I drew the path sketch way smaller than it is. So we're going to make these two sketches and then sweep the part down. So you might want to have these numbers written down if you haven't started already, and pause the video, write them down, and then join me over in Onshape. So we're going to create a part. It's going to be called roof gutter, and then your class period and initials. I'm going to create a sketch on the front view. I'm going to turn it so I'm looking at it at the front view. And I want to make one line going straight down. That one's going to be 6, enter. Let me kind of extend out even more. Then at an angle, I'm going to have 18. I'm going to click front so that it continues to zoom out, and then down at 6 again. I'm also going to add a dimension for angle, this line to this line. And that is 140, nope, sorry, 25. So what we have here are two parallel lines, and they need to be parallel. If they're not parallel, then you need to make sure that they're both. What you do is you click on a line, and then you want it to be vertical. If you notice when I clicked on it, it actually gave a vertical symbol. See that little piece right there? When I click here, it also gives me a symbol that says vertical. So when I did it on my iPad, it actually wasn't vertical, so I had to go and correct it. So if that happens to you, that's how you fix it. You just click on the line and then use the constraint that forces it to be vertical. So these are two parallel lines, and this line is a transversal between it, making this 125, which would mean this would also have to be 125. In geometry, I think that's called inside alternates. I can't remember. You can correct me on it later if you want. Leave a comment about it. But I know it's transversals, and I know what the relation is. I just forget what it's called. All right, so I'm going to OK on that. And then I'm going to make my second sketch, the profile sketch. I'm going to look at it from the top view here. I'm going to pan over to the side. By the way, that is me pressing Shift, Control, and then the arrow keys. Allows it to kind of pan back and forth. And I want to draw a rectangle, and not the normal one we've been using, but a center point rectangle. So a center point rectangle. And the dimension is 3 inches by 2 inches. Now make sure that you have it in the correct direction. Kind of show it there. Oh, what happened there? Oh, let me get myself reoriented. So there's the front. So make sure that your 3 and your two are facing the right way. Just want you to kind of double check that. All right, let me stop getting us dizzy. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. Hold on there. We're going to double click on sketch 1 because I forgot something. Okay, so I double clicked on sketch 1 and I forgot to use the sketch fillet tool. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click this line and this line, and oops, I'm sorry, I clicked escape. Click this line, and there's our dimension, and that is 3. Yes, I put radius 3 inches. Typical TYP means typical, means they're all the same. And another one here for 3, and press enter. All right, I forgot to do that earlier. So we'll hit the check mark there, and then we'll go back to sketch 2, double click it, and move it so that we can see the front view, the top view, I mean. And we're going to also do a fillet, sketch fillet. So I'm going to click on 2 lines, and I don't want it to be 3, that's way too big. On my sketch, I put 0.375 TYP, so they're all 0.375. And we're going to put that on each one of our drawings. It gives you a little shortcut there. I'm just hitting enter on my keyboard, but it looks like you can just click a button and it takes it. All right, now we're going to use another tool, and it kind of looks like a heart, sort of, or a B. It's called offset. I'm going to click offset, and I'm going to click each one of these, and it is sending it in the wrong way. I'm going to click that arrow so it goes inward, and I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to double click that number that says 25 because it needs to be 0.125 as a distance between them. It's the thickness of the plastic on the gutter, or the metal on the gutter. And then I will hit the green check mark, and I want it back in a normal view. Trimetric is fine. Now I'm going to hit the sweep tool. I'm going to need to zoom in here, pan around. Okay. Remember, zoom is Z or Shift Z, and pan, you can press Shift Control and use any of the arrow keys to kind of move up and down, left and right. And it's kind of handy to orient yourself. So the first one is I need to be able to click both of those. I don't want to get just the outside or just the inside. I need both of them highlighted. All right, so then the sweep path, we'll click our lines and our fillets. Last step is to hide the origin and all of our work planes. And put it back in trimetric. It'll zoom in a little bit better. And send me a screenshot like this. Feel free to change the color. If you remember, on part 1, right click and then edit appearance and pick whatever color you want. It's up to you. Sometimes they're metal, sometimes they're plastic, sometimes they're painted. Whatever you want. Pick a color. Send me a screenshot where I can see your full screen with both your name, what you put on it, and the shape, and upload that to Canvas. If you have any problems, feel free to ask me during our Zoom session. You can catch me after school after 4:15 if you need to ask a quick question about it, or you can send me a reminder and hopefully I can help you a little bit there too. Bye.